And good evening and welcome to Ripon High School, the Tigers Den, for another broadcast of Ripon High School boys basketball tonight, taking on the Wautoma Hornets. And our pregame show is brought to you by Brewer Heating and Cooling, your local Ream Pro partner. You can count on the trained professionals at Brewer Heating and Cooling for all your home comfort needs. And we are glad to have you along tonight, listening live on AM 1600 WRPN and 93.1 FM The Wave. And, of course, streaming on the World Wide Web at youtube.com/Ripon Channel. As mentioned, the Tigers overall 5 wins, 8 losses, had a big win last night, taking on Wautoma, who are from the South Central Conference. Their overall record is 7-5. And Marty, when we look at these two teams tonight, the first thing that stood out to me was the scoring by Wautoma, averaging 71 points a game. And they have 2 kids, Joseph Archer and a Carson Armstrong, both averaging 23 points a game. And if that's their average, Ripon's defense is going to have to come to life tonight.
Well, talk to head coach. We'll get to that interview later, and we talked about that very fact. They also average 33 rebounds a game, 15 assists per game. Come on. And on the defense, not too shabby with nearly 9 steals per game. So they're up and down, obviously, and they got some snipers that can put it through the cylinder. So they're going to have to rebound, and they're going to have to play defense. I thought their defense last night against Mayville in that win that you mentioned was some of the best defense we've seen all season in the games that you and I have covered. But no doubt about it. We didn't talk about with Coach was I was wondering, will he try to slow the tempo down? Because to score that many points, obviously you got to be an up-and-down team.
Yeah. Well, and as you mentioned, Ripon's defense last night, they only gave up 53 points. Yeah. Which was a good defensive effort, basically at any level. And tonight, certainly, their hands are going to be full with this Hornets team. Now, Marty, I don't know much about the South Central Conference, but I know that some of the schools in there, Mauston, the Dells, Westfield, Adams Friendship, and Nakusa. So what type of a conference is that?
Well, we're going to find out firsthand next fall, because that's where Ripon's going to go play all their football next year. Yeah, I know. I can tell you this, that where you and I have to do those long drives, they're still long drives.
Yeah, they are.
Mauston's about an hour and 15. I've checked this out, folks. Mauston's an hour and 15. We'll have to check out the restaurants.
That's right.
An hour and 15 to Mauston, an hour and 13 minutes to the Dells, an hour and 10 minutes, is it Poinette or whatever? So we don't gain a lot there. Yeah. But it's but put it this way. I think the East Central, without question, when I look at Plymouth, I look at Waupun, and we look at the top-tier teams, they got to be tougher for sure than the South Central.
Okay. Our pregame show continues here this evening with it being sponsored by Brewer Heating and Cooling. Again, they are your local Ream Pro partner. And Marty Ernzer, before we get to the pregame that you had with head coach Mihai Schnell-Harrison, there was a girls' varsity game just prior to this, as the Tiger girls were victorious over Kewaskum by a final of 59-43.
Yes.
We watched, or you probably watched the game in entirety. I just saw the second half of it. But that's a nice win for the Ripon girls tonight.
Well, it does a couple of things. First of all, conference wins have been hard to come by for the Tigers. Secondly, it's their second win in a row, with stepping out of conference the other night and beating Marquezan on their court. So you got 2 positives going there for the Lady Tigers. So, and we're going to see them right back in action day after tomorrow on a doubleheader where the boys will play first at 5:45, and then with Marquezan, speaking of which. And then the girls will be playing another non-conference contest with the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy.
Yeah, we got that mixed up last night.
I did. Hey, listen, I'll take the hit, folks. I'll take the hit. Okay.
All right. Anyway, again, our pregame sponsored by Brewer Heating and Cooling. Be sure to call them for all your home comfort needs. At this time, let's go to the interview. Marty had a nice interview with the Ripon High School head coach Mihai Schnell-Harrison. And let's go to that interview right now.
Yeah, that should work. Hey, we're here at the Ripon Gymnasium, halftime with Ripon High School girls basketball game. They are leading, by the way. They are leading Kewaskum 33-17. Marty Ernser. And joining me, as always, head coach Schnell-Harrison of the boys varsity basketball team. Welcome again.
Thank you for having me again.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, now you look like, the cat that swallowed the canary after last night's game. Let's talk about that, Coach. The wins aren't coming in 10-game win streaks. So when you get one, I think they're probably cherished a little bit more. And talk to me about Mayville, the way the game started and how it changed, because I got my own thoughts.
Yeah, I thought we came out with a little good of a punch. I mean, we got to pick up some things I thought a little bit better. Shots for Mason hit on early, a couple threes, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Henry played. Jacob had some really good possessions as well. We were doing well at half. We went on a 24-5 run, I think, early on in the second half. By the 9-minute mark, they started with that little pressure again, and, we had a couple turnovers. We brought it right back down. We missed a lot of free throws and a lot of one-on-one opportunities on bonus free throw opportunity. Got it close. Brought Declan back in. He played well and made some 2 free throws that were critical to kind of secure the win, in my opinion.
Yeah, they did.
We left about 8 to 10 points of free throws, I think it was, just off the top of my head. Maybe I'm wrong, plus or minus 2 there. But that would have put us in a better spot comfortably wise and not put the pressure on. And, luckily we pulled out with a win. We got to cherish the little things that lead to big things, which lead to wins. So, and I think it's great, especially a back-to-back night, to get some momentum going since we had a 3-game loss streak there going. Against good teams, not giving that away. But,
sure.
It gives us a little energy for a really tough opponent tonight.
Here's my take, Coach. You take a timeout. And up to that point, I am not liking Tiger half-court defense, man-to-man, dribble drive, blow by, so quick. Help can't even get there.
Yeah.
You come out of a timeout, you're going like a 3-2 zone, but it's an aggressive 3-2 zone.
Yep.
I think a lot of coaches are reluctant at all levels. Zone, hey, we'll get lackadaisical, we'll get complacent, we'll get flat-footed. No, you guys flew around. And, in fact, I felt the energy went to another level. You did start the game with good energy.
Yeah.
And it's nice. I think you went 3 for 3 from downtown to start, Mason. Yep. But I felt that was the catalyst. And most people would think, well, no, you got to go trap, you got to go press to get things going. But that zone was great.
People think in zone you got to compact and get shot and tighter to the rim. But in reality is we're pushing them out and further. And by having hands up and being more aggressive and playing up higher and wider, that's what creates the energy.
You took away the Cardinals' dribble drive is what you did. And I think that was the difference of the game. And all of a sudden they had to settle, and it wasn't going for them. It's one thing when the threes drop. And later in the second half from this corner, the young man made 2-3 in the second half. But short of that, you guys owned them. So I think it was a great win. Congrats.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about tonight's contest.
Yeah.
I'm going into I'm retired. So I'm sitting here with my flannel pajama bottoms at the breakfast table. I finished up the breakfast, walking the dog. That's a short walk, mind you. And then all of a sudden I'm looking at the numbers. Okay. So these guys come in. They average 20 more points a game than you do.
Yeah.
Okay. They're 2-1 in conference. Their threes, they make a few more, about 10 a game. You guys make 7 or 8 a game. So, but it's so they're scoring more, and they got two scorers that are going to give you an average 23 a night. Talk to me. How do you go into this coming off of a great win? How do you approach this game tonight?
We got to defend. They got 2 kids scoring over 20 points a game, and especially number 4. Joel. He's put up 200 shots in about 9-10 games. So he's getting 20 shots on average.
Yeah, he's icing that elbow.
So that means 2 kids are taking at least 45 shots a game.
Yeah.
We got to completely deny them the basketball.
Right.
The rest of the guys are going to be kind of in a paint patrol mindset, but hard switching, hard rotating, and really limiting tough mid-range twos. They shoot the 3 pretty well. 10 versus 7. I know that's not a lot, but that's
it's 9 points.
Yeah, it's 9 points.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that we're forcing tough twos working hard on limiting their touch or at least contesting hard mid-range shots.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is they rebound well as well.
I saw that. I saw what they average.
Yeah, a couple guys
That's
getting
nuts.
5 a
They're
game.
averaging over 30 boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a couple guys at 5 or 6 a game. We
so
got to limit them. So
it's one thing to have one 25-point score. You got a pair of bookends to defend. But if you can make somebody else beat you, as coaches always say, try not to let the best players beat you, and then give yourself a fighting chance.
Pick your poison, right? If their bottom guys are going to score and take every shot, and one thing for us is we got to force those guys to take shots.
Yeah.
They're non-scores, and then we got to rebound. Because if we rebound, then we're taking shots away from top
them.
guys, and that's going to pressure them to get up and down the court to really just force a bad shot.
You guys were nuts last night, by the way. We'll finish up right now.
Sure.
But you shot 56% from the floor.
Wow.
And 67 on 6 of 9 on 3, 67%. So you got to believe. Hey, we're not going to match that. Even though Mason shot 2 games ago 70% from the floor, and he shot another 60. But you're going to have to do it on defense and not turn the ball over. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Me too.
All right. Hey, we'll be right back for player introductions.
All right, and we are back at Ripon High School, and we want to thank Marty and, of course, Coach Mihai Schnell-Harrison for that insightful pregame interview. And again, our pregame show sponsored by Brewer Heating and Cooling, your local Rheem Pro partner. You can count on the trained professionals at Brewer Heating and Cooling for all of your home comfort needs. Well, starting here for Wautoma, we have number 0, Carson Armstrong. Number 1, Landon Keller. Number 4, Joseph Asher. Number 11, Logan Dunn. And number 55, Peter Idzvug. And they are all seniors, as a matter of fact, for the Wautoma Hornets. And Marty, one of the guys we commented before during the interview was 55, Peter Idzvug for Wautoma. He's a big fella.
Well, he's 2 guys, actually. They're starting 6 tonight. Yeah. And actually, there's you look at the thickness and the height on this ball club for them. You got to believe they are all COVID 6th-year seniors.
Yeah, he's a big kid, I'll tell you that. Yeah, he really was.
And the others aren't skinny, my friend.
The starters for the Tigers tonight, Mason Killam, senior, Jaden Trochinsky, senior, Jacob Riddick, a senior, number 25, 22, Henry Bettine, 30, Logan Polash. He's a sophomore at 6 foot. Killam wears number 2, Trochinsky wears number 4. It's going to be Riddick jumping center with Landon Keller, the senior. I don't have heights for them, but I can just tell you they're tall.
Yep.
And the tip is going to go out of bounds by Wautoma. Should be Ripon's ball. Yeah. Somebody make a decision out there, officials. My goodness. They finally did. Okay. Jaden Trochinsky. He will inbound the ball for the Tigers in front of the Hornets bench. And it's Mason Killam who gets the ball to Polash in the left corner. First offensive possession for the Tigers. Jaden Trochinsky floats it underneath to Riddick. Polash, Killam for 3. Short this time.
Yep.
Rebound out by Wautoma. Again, we mentioned Wautoma scores 71 points a game. 2 kids averaging 23 points, so we expect some high energy going around here.
Yep.
Ripon defense here, Marty.
Man.
And it's 2 points for Joseph Asher right away.
Yeah, he leads the team with 23 and change.
He got the ball in the lane. And he turned around and hit the shot. Now a turnover by Ripon and the other way. Quickly the other way, too. Here's a shot up by Wautoma and also good again by Joseph Asher.
Wow, nice, patient, mid-range jump shot he's got.
So Ripon with a turnover, no points. And it's Wautoma on our American Family Insurance scoreboard leading 4-0. Here's Mason Killam now. Going over to the right side to Truchinski. He's going to drive to the basket, stops. Goes back now to Bettine, drives, free throw line. Logan Polash, left side now is Killam. Dribbles into the corner, but brings it back out to Truchinski. There's Bettine in the lane. Nice play for two.
Excellent use of the bounce pass on that entry feed.
16:30 remaining in the first half. American Family Insurance scoreboard, Wautoma 4, Ripon 2. Glad to have you along tonight. I'm Lynn Krause along with Marty Ernzer on AM 1600 WRPN and 93.1 FM. The Wave, and also youtube.com/Ripon channel.
Wow, what a baseline by Joseph Asher. Just explodes. And he plays defense, too. This he's got all the points so far, 6-0, or 6-2, excuse me.
Yeah, he does have all Wautoma's points, and the senior's playing very well. All right, it's Ripon quickly the other way here as Bettine has it. Cross court over to Jaden Truchinski. Ripon needs a basket. Here's Logan Polash. Stops. So bring it back out to Mason Killam. Killam drives free throw line. Truchinski for three on the right side. Good!
It's a good sign when your third leading scorer hits his first shot attempt.
So Ripon down by one, 6-5 on the American Family Insurance scoreboard. Hornets with the ball. Back out now to Asher. Asher stops, top of the key. Dunn. Here's going to be Armstrong.
Another scorer.
Making a move. Left side to the basket. Up with the right hand. Makes it. Nice play there by Carson Armstrong.
They are smooth. They are smooth. Both Armstrong and Archer.
All right, Truchinski. Back to Mason Killam. Ripon's going to have to play some D here or score a lot to keep up with these guys, that's for sure. Here's Bettine. Killam between the circles. Going to go to the right. Stop. Truchinski thought he might shoot it. Drives to the lane. Now Killam again. Right side. Shot off the baseline. No good. But Truchinski, the rebound. His shot was blocked by Asher. And Wautoma comes the other way. Yeah.
You know he's tall. You know he's going to do that. It would have been nice to see.
Here's a three. And it's no good by Dunn. Wautoma rebound. Turnaround shot by Carson Armstrong is good.
These guys are flat-out shooters. It's like having two Jimmy Chitwoods on the same team.
14-22 remains in the first half. American Family Insurance scoreboard. Wautoma 10, Ripon 5. Back after this. Drive the roads and the lane with confidence all season long. Get ready for your next road trip adventure with Goodyear Tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Keep moving with confidence on your long drive ahead. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear Tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Back at Ripon High School, Tigers took a timeout, and they will inbound the ball. They have the full length of the court to go. They're going right to left on your radio dial.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful. They haven't turned the ball over, and that's a good sign for Ripon because they can't afford to tonight.
Here's Killam, Bettine, top of the circle, looking left. Goes to Truchinski on the left baseline. Dribbles it back out to Polash on the wing. Bettine looking to do something with it. Just dribbles around. Goes to Killam. He's at the free throw line. He turns around but goes back to Bettine for a three at the top of the circle. No good. Rebound is out of there by Idzvug. And here comes Wautoma the other way with Joseph Asher.
Boy, is Asher quite the athlete. He could push that ball with his speed dribble.
Nice dish off by Logan Dunn to Peter Idzvug for two.
I'm getting the feeling these guys have played together since first grade.
Nice offensive play.
Yeah, which one? They are very smooth.
Here's Bettine in the lane, right side, no good. Rebound Idzvug, and Wautoma on the offense once again. It's Carson Armstrong who's going to bring it up. He's going to go right to the basket, lays it up off glass, no good. Rebound coming out of there is Wautoma's Armstrong. His shot no good. Idzvug up for Wautoma. He's in the left corner. Going to take a couple of dribbles out of there, go cross court now to Asher. Asher's at the free throw line. He stops, turns, right side, driving the baseline, but bringing it down the middle with cutting the lane was Logan Dunn. His shot's no good. Idzvug got the rebound, and he's fouled.
Ripon has to do a better job of weak side box out. That Ripon should have had that board, but they weren't. Head wasn't on a swivel, so you got to man ball, meaning you got to know where your man and know where the ball is. If you just watch the ball, you're going to lose track of your guy, and he'll be scoring, and vice versa. If you forget the ball, you're not going to be contributing on the rebounds.
Jacob Riddick got called for the foul, his first team. In for Wautoma, Landon Collada.
Okay.
He is a senior, another senior.
Very impressive so far with what this Wautoma team is all about.
Peter Idzvug got 2 free throws. He missed the first and misses the second. But, wow, what hustle by Wautoma to get the rebound by Asher. He passed it, but nobody was there. So it goes out of bounds, turnover to Ripon.
Yeah, it was a desperate save attempt, but the fact that he just out-hustled Ripon on the missed free throw tells you something right there.
Tyler Bradley in and Declan Dudzinski in for Ripon.
You better not sink when you're receiving the ball. You better meet the pass.
American Family Insurance scoreboard, Wautoma 12, Ripon 5, 12-28 remaining in the first half. Posting up is Bettine. He's going to do a turnaround, gets double-teamed, has to get rid of it, do something with it. He knocks it off a Wautoma player. It's turned over to Asher.
Well, Ripon didn't do a good job of making themselves available for Bettine to pass him the ball. They kind of stood.
Here's Collada, who drives into the lane but passes it back outside to Logan Dunn. So Wautoma will restart. Here's Idzvug with it. Asher. Left side into the left corner. Armstrong. He's going to shoot it. Fade away. Missed it. But Wautoma hustling the rebound but knocked it out of bounds was Logan Dunn.
Yeah, they get after it. I like Wautoma. They're just not they're not a finesse pretty team that just outscores their opposition. I like the way they just hustle on all aspects of the game on both ends of the court.
Ripon's going to have to work harder here to get caught up and play the defense. All right, here's Bradley on the right side wing to Truchinski. Kill him, left side. Goes cross court to Bettine. He makes a move to the free throw line and shoots it up. It's short, no good. Idzvug the rebound for Wautoma, and here they come. Here's Asher, 3, left side wing, no good. Kill him the rebound. Here come the Tigers. Crosses the timeline. Hands it off to Bettine now. Oh, he wanted to give it back to Killam, but Killam cut. Nobody there.
No, he wasn't even cutting. He just had his back to him setting the screen. The passer has to see the eyes of the person you're passing to.
And that did not happen. So it's a turnover. And Wautoma gets the ball back, leading this one 12-5 on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. 11-10 remaining in the first half.
For the most part, Ripon has taken care of the ball really well.
Here's Armstrong into the corner. Boy, cutting down the lane. He gets the pass in, but the shot is missed there by Dunn. Rebound Bettine.
Good job by the Tigers collapsing for that rebound.
One thing Wautoma does well, Marty, is they cut into that lane. Okay, Bettine to Killam.
Their help defense, too, right now, Wautoma's really good.
Declan Dudzinski's going to drive into the lane, stops, goes back out to Bettine. Truchinski wing left side, makes a move into the corner, down to the lane, stops. Cutting the lane was Killam. He does a turnaround shot off glass, no good. Rebound done for the Hornets. Wautoma, Keller, making a move, was done. Left corner 3, good. By Landon Collada. Nope,
that was big for them.
I take that back. That's Skylar Royston, number 2.
Double-digit lead for them. Big 3. They average 10 threes per contest.
And there's their first one. Declan Dudzinski to Bettine to Killam. There's Truchinski. Had a chance for a 3, but Dudzinski now gets in the corner.
There
makes
you
a
go.
nice fake and a shot up off the glass.
Well, Ripon needs to do more of that, not just this game, all the time. When you're down there in the trees, pump, fake, maybe you get the three-point play. Nice job.
American Family Insurance scoreboard 15-7 Hornets over the Tigers. Here's a jump shot up, no good. Good position there by Dudzinski. He draws a foul.
Yep, comes in off the bench. You contribute just like that.
That foul on Wautoma is on Skylar Royston, his first team.
Ripon did not shoot free throws particularly well last night. Had coach talked about that, but Declan Dudzinski came in and dropped those two very important ones that sealed the deal last night.
Logan Polash comes back in for the Tigers, and also entering now is Traeger Hatfield, number 23. Here's Mason Killam on the wing right side.
Don't sink now.
Driving, goes now to Bettine, left side into the baseline. Back to Killam on the wing. Killam's going to drive. Polash, almost traveled, but goes to Bettine, got the pass away. Bettine to Dudzinski into the right side, into the lane that is. And goes cross-court to Bettine. He's on the baseline. Hatfield
look at the rim.
There's Bettine. Shot from the left corner, no good. Tipped around. Polash gets the rebound. He goes back up in the lane. Shot no good. And Wautoma comes away with the rebound.
That was a good possession by Ripon. Just didn't fall.
So quickly the other way. Here's a three in the left corner by Wautoma.
Pretty.
And that is a nice-looking shot. A three, Landon Collada.
Yeah. That'll make it rain in here.
Here's Polash with a three. Wing right side, no good. Rebound, Collada for Wautoma. Quickly the other way, Asher. He stops, goes to Collada, drives the basket, bounce pass, but stolen by Dudzinski. It's 2-on-2. Bounce pass to Mason Killam. Lays it up and in.
Beautiful execution by Declan Dudzinski on that pass. Bounce pass is the only way you're going to get that to him, and he threaded the needle.
Now driving to the basket with a soft shot up was no good is Collada, but it was rebounded by Itzvug, and he puts it up and in for two.
Yep. We got a timeout.
We have a timeout. There's 8:09 remaining in the first half. It's the Hornets 20, the Tigers 9 on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. Marty, so the first half, about halfway through. What are your thoughts on this one?
The last couple of minutes, Ripon is going with the tempo of Plymouth, ill-advised. You cannot run with these guys. They've demonstrated that, and we got caught up. You got to stay away from the quick shots. Unless you got that high percentage layup kind of shot, stay away from that. Mm-hmm. If you're Ripon, walk the ball down if they're not pressuring you. You're in no hurry here, because if you get in the track meet with these guys, it's not going to end well.
Yeah. Yeah, Wautoma does a good job.
But let me add this. I can only think of one turnover right now in the half-court offense by Ripon, and that was the Bettine to kill him. Yeah, and it's just one of those zigs and a zag. So I think they're doing a good job taking care of the ball, giving themselves a chance at a shot.
One thing, it appears that Ripon is not shooting as well as they did last night.
Well, and that's not going to happen very often for a team. I'll give you some numbers later about that, because it was nice.
Hatfield goes to Bettine now. He backs into the free throw line. Here's Killam in the baseline. Little floater. Good. Mason Killam.
That's beautiful basketball, because pump fake, get your guy in the air, and then dribble drive, but before the help defense, stop and pop. Beautiful.
Now Ripon has to get a stop here on the defensive end. Here's Wautoma with the ball to Dunn to Itzvug. And it's Keller. Keller, right side to Dunn. He makes a drive all the way into the lane, dishes it off to Itzvug. Stolen away, Dudzinski.
We've had a few turnovers now.
Here's Mason Killam. Gets a nice bounce pass to Henry Bettine for two.
Yeah, that was pretty. That's nice basketball.
It's now 20-13, Wautoma on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. Here's a three now the other way for Wautoma, no good.
Boy.
But the Hornets get that rebound.
Yeah. How many second chance opportunities have they had?
Carson Armstrong got the rebound and was knocked out of his hands by Bettine, out of bounds. Wautoma ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened down there. Yeah, emphatically during our interview pregame with Coach Chanel Harrison, he said, man, we got a rebound. And he's exactly right. If you let this team get their average of 33 rebounds, you're in trouble.
Here's Itzvug, gets the inbound. Going to dish it way back out to the three-point line, but driving to the basket was Landon Keller. Nice defense by Riddick, but the loose ball came back to Keller, and he put it up and in.
Yeah, it's too bad. They need a guy like Riddick in a matchup like this.
Here's Bettine. Declan Dudzinski in the corner for a three. He hit it. Declan Dudzinski.
Nice to see some of these other guys contribute.
Lead down to 6, but wow, Ripon left Itzvug wide open. He was found underneath the basket, laid it up and in.
Yeah, he was an orphan. The reason is when you got shooters like Armstrong and Archer, you got to pick your poison, as Coach said.
So now backing in is Riddick. He's posting it up. He will go to Turchinski in the lane. Another little floater. Good!
Well,
Jaden Turchinski!
He should get the floater. The word floater should be tattooed on him.
I know. He does a nice job with that.
Yes, he does.
American Family Insurance scoreboard. Hornets 24, Tigers 18. Hornets ball, 5:50 remains in the first half.
Isn't it interesting having the same set of officials back-to-back games?
Driving to the basket with Joseph Asher. It looked like he was passing, but there was a foul on the Tigers. Oh, and they're going to call that a shooting foul. I didn't think so, but.
Yeah, you talk about giving the benefit of the doubt.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
Declan Dudzinski gets the foul. That's his first, only the team's second.
This guy's a good athlete, good basketball
Joseph
player.
Asher gets a free throw, makes the first, gets a second. Coming in now is Carter Brown. Bettine out.
Yeah. Better get low and get your backyard on him, Carter. That's a load.
And the second free throw, no good. Brown the rebound. Here's Killam.
Hey, nice rhyme.
Gonna kind of walk it up.
There you go.
Into the right corner, and Declan Dudzinski couldn't handle it. Probably not the best pass either. It's a turnover.
No, I mean, and you got to ask yourself, if he executes that and he catches it, he's in the corner with a guy on him anyway. I mean, you're not gaining any offensive advantage. But I like the idea of walking that ball up, trying to slow down the game.
Here come the Hornets. It's the Armstrong driving right to the basket off glass. No defense. He put it up and in.
That's because he blew by the defense. You definitely want to slow it up.
All right, so Mason Killam to Jaden Turchinski now. Back to Killam. He's on the right side. He's going to take a long three, and he hit it. Mason Killam for three.
Boy, his last two games from downtown, outstanding shooting percentages. He might have another one of those tonight.
All right, Wautoma here the other way. That's Collada
nice
in the lane.
hand.
He lost the ball.
Yeah, because
Riddick.
Right there. Killam.
He's got it. To the wing right side. Yeah, Killam knocked it out. Riddick picked it up, gave it back to Killam. Now Riddick going to drive to the basket, and it's a held ball. Possession to the Hornets. Could have gone either way.
Yeah, everyone's finding out. I like the idea that Riddick challenged him. Now he knows what he's dealing with. If somebody knows how to work other than Killam, do a head and shoulder pump fake, share it with your teammates because you will get to the free throw line, guaranteed.
Here's Asher now with the ball. He's going to take a long three right side, no good. Comes out of there to Riddick. Riddick hands it off to Killam, who will walk it up here. 4:30 remaining in the first half. Turchinski, three, wing left side. Got it!
Well, now it's a 4-point game. Back-to-back threes from Killam and Turchinski. And just like that, Ripon's right back in this contest.
American Family Insurance scoreboard, 27 Wautoma, 24 Ripon. Driving to the basket was Carson Armstrong for the Hornets, and he drew a foul.
Boy, great job of putting pressure on the defense, Armstrong. He's done that 3-4 times already tonight. And when he explodes, you don't have to worry about a crossover or anything. He's going. So if help defense can get there in time and figure that out, they might be able to get a charge on this calm, cool cat. I'll tell you, he's between him and Archer, quite formidable.
Riddick got the foul, his second, team's third. Bettine is back in. Armstrong missed the first free throw. So he gets the second, and this one's good. He's got 7 points in the game. So Declan Dudzinski will bring it up now for the Tigers. He goes to Brown, to Bettine, going to drive the basket, and he is fouled on the play.
Yeah, it looks like non-shooting.
Well, it was a good matchup because Bettine is a lot quicker than Itzvug, and
everybody's a lot quicker,
yeah.
but they're not. But no one's bigger.
Well, there is that as well. His first, Itzvug's second team, inbound to Killam. To Brown, back to Killam. He's going to drive. Does a nice turnaround off the glass. What a play, Mason Killam.
Wow, That was fun to watch.
That was. Within 2 now, the Tigers. 28-26 and our American Family Insurance scoreboard. All right, here's the Hornets. Asher driving to the basket. Shot up off glass. Itzvu got the rebound, though. He just lays it up and in.
He made room for himself, the big fella, with the right thing. That was great help defense by Mason Killam on the baseline. And the big fella for them was the difference on that.
He had the position. Okay, Bettine goes into the lane left side. Brings the ball way back out. Now it's in the right corner. Driving to the basket. Declan Dudzinski. Nice fake.
Oh.
And he missed the shot, unfortunately. Rebound to Wautoma.
But you see how it'll work if they do it.
So now it's Asher. Asher hands it off here now to Dunn. Top of the circle is Armstrong. He's going to dribble it back. Chachinski guarding him. Itzvug has it. Armstrong going to drive to the basket. Cuts it inside, but it was stolen away. Dudzinski, it's 2-on-1. Dudzinski, nice turnaround shot, good, and he drew a foul.
Nice patience by Dudzinski. Well, once again, you got, other than Killam and Bettine, you got other guys stepping up, sharing in that offensive responsibility and getting some points, taking that pressure off the leading scorers for the Tigers. And they're doing it with they're very savvy move by Dudzinski.
Joseph Asher, the foul on the Hornets' third team, his first. And he completes the three-point play. Declan Dudzinski having a half.
Yeah, we're down to below 3 minutes in the first half, and Ripon's right there.
Yeah, about 2:35. Our American Family Insurance scoreboard, 30-29, Wautoma.
Good defense there.
Here's a bounce pass inside, but it's going to be brought out for a three. In and out, no good.
Boy, it was in and out.
Dunn, and Bettine got the rebound.
Yeah, it was one and done, huh?
Tigers a chance to get the lead here. Brown going to drive. Nope. Dudzinski, three, right side, short. Ball is tipped, and it goes to Jaden Trachinski.
Bettine tipped it to himself.
Now Mason Killam driving to the basket. His shot's no good. And Itzvug the rebound for the Hornets.
Ripon looks tired there.
2 minutes remain. Driving to the basket. Nice play. Missed the shot. Was Armstrong. Killam the rebound.
Boy,
Here's Carter Brown.
Armstrong is looking at that ref all the way down, saying, where was the whistle?
Here's Declan Dudzinski into the corner baseline. Brings it back out to Chachinski. Back to Dudzinski. And
that matchup, I'm interested. I'm surprised he didn't take advantage of the matchup.
Going to get it out now to Killam, who goes back into the right corner with Carter Brown.
I mean, you got Itzvug out there on you.
Bounces it to Bettine. He forces his way in, and he missed a shot. Tips it in again, and it's good for Bettine.
And the lead by Ripon, the first of the game.
American Family Insurance scoreboard. Tigers 31, Hornets 30. A minute 12 remaining in the first half. What a performance in the first half to come back. Tigers were down double digits early, and they've come back to take the lead. 1 minute remaining in the first half.
Yeah, and they're doing it with a collective offensive effort.
Here's Armstrong with the ball. Between the circles, going to make a move into the lane. Shot off glass, good, and he drew a foul.
What a finish.
It's good play by Carson Armstrong, the senior.
Yeah, he's got the quicks. He's got the spider body with the long arms and legs. He's able to go above. And keep this in mind, Ripon is substantially shorter as a team, and when you're got the build and the athleticism the way that Armstrong does.
The foul is on Mason Killam, his first, team's fourth.
The help defense by Ripon, I can't say enough about how they're rotating over. They understand what they need to do, and they're executing it.
Now Ripon got the inbound. The ball was all over the floor, but eventually picked up by Bettine.
That was the break.
Because Wautoma's putting on a press. Here's Jaden Trachinski, goes to Mason Killam, almost behind. Hey, he finds Bettine going to the basket. He shoots it, but he's fouled.
Armstrong's in the ear of the official, I tell you.
So nice job finding Bettine, cutting to the basket. That foul is going to be on Carson Armstrong, his first, team's fourth. 2 free throws for Henry Bettine, who has 6 points here in the first half, misses this one.
Got to have them.
Tight games, you got to have those free throws. What do we got going on?
Has he got a bloody finger? I think he's got a bloody finger.
All right, well, the trainer's got to do something. He went to the wrong location. He went to the bench.
Well, that's where I would have gone. I mean,
but the trainer
call me silly. I'm not thinking cafeteria. But unless maybe grab a hot dog while you're getting taped up.
But the trainer is on the what direction is that? That's the west side.
Hey, I'm not a farmer. You tell me.
So he has to come out of the game, and so Logan Polash is going to come in and shoot the free throw, and he gets one free throw attempt here.
Yeah, that's his shooting hand too. That could have
So I don't know what happened to his
hopefully it's
index
not
finger.
an issue.
But Polash hits the second free throw, which is good news. His first point of the night, 30 seconds. Wautoma with the ball.
Yeah, they'll play for the last shot, it would appear.
Our American Family Insurance scoreboard, Hornets 33, Tigers 32.
And they see how they spread that floor so they can attack the
20 seconds.
The space.
Down to 15. Carson Armstrong and Logan Dung playing catch. Armstrong with it now with 8. Down to 6. Armstrong still has it. Going to make a move. Pushes off. Goes back for a 3, and he hit it.
How do you get away with that offensive push-off? It was a heck of a shot.
But he pushed Killam right off, and he comes back and hits a 3. And that'll end the first half of play.
Wow.
So our halftime score on our American Family Insurance scoreboard has the Wautoma Hornets 36. The Ripon Tigers have 32. Tell you what, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and go through the scoring. Marty has some fun facts for us. We'll take another break, and then we'll start the second half. A reminder that our halftime show is brought to you by MPB Builders. They're known as an industry leader in post-frame construction. Folks, you can trust MPB Builders. Did you know they are a 13-time winner of the National Frame Builders Association Builder of the Year Award? All right, back with more after these messages.
Holman Automotive Group is committed to providing a professional and positive sales experience along with the best possible service. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff is always willing to go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. They are proud to be a part of the local community and look forward to serving you for many years to come. Holman Automotive Group in Ripon and Waupun. Hometown Radio, the home of the Wave and the Bug, is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in to WRPN 93.1 FM and AM 1600 and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area. Our halftime show is brought to you by MPB Builders, known as an industry leader in post-frame construction. You can trust MPB Builders, a 13-time winner of the National Frame Builders Association Builder of the Year Award. Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. Selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern Overhead Door, family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000. Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational options to each and every student. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and strive for excellence. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. The Ripon Area School District mission is empowering learners, engaging community, and enriching the world. Ripon students live that mission through the Early Childhood Program, project-based charter schools, K-12 engineering courses, strong fine arts offerings, numerous extracurricular offerings, and the Start College Early program. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. Excellence meets innovation at Ripon Area School District through a commitment to continuous quality improvement. Ripon was awarded over $1,400,000 in grants to expand support for students and their families through interventionist supports, school-based mental health, and after-school programming. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. If you're looking for straighter teeth, better chewing, or simply a better-looking smile, Sensational Smiles Orthodontics offers treatment for both adults and children. Sensational Smiles Orthodontics, your only local one-stop orthodontic office, located in downtown Ripon. Silver Creek Dentistry offers a truly different dental experience. No upsell, no lectures, never any pressure. They truly believe in treating you the way you want to be treated, with friendly and compassionate dental care. Silver Creek Dentistry for all your dental needs.
We are back at Ripon High School, the Tigers' Den. It's halftime between Ripon and Wautoma. Our American Family Insurance scoreboard has Wautoma 36, Ripon 32. Halftime show brought to you by MPB Builders, known as an industry leader in post-frame construction. Fans, you can trust MPB Builders. They are a 13-time winner of the National Frame Builders Association Builder of the Year Award. Scoring, Mason Killam for the Tigers. He has 9. Declan Dudzinski, quite a first half for him, as he has 8. Jaden Troczynski has 8. Henry Bettine, 6. Logan Polash, 1 for the Hornets. Carson Armstrong, he has 8, 11. He has 13 points. Carson Armstrong. Landon Keller, 2. Skylar Royston, 3. Landon Collada, 3. Joseph Asher has 7. And Peter Idzvug has 8. Also earlier tonight, it was the Ripon girls defeating the defending state champions, Kewaskum Indians, 59-43. That game was played prior to this one, so a doubleheader here tonight. There'll be another one also on Thursday night. Marty, you always have some fun facts for us, and it's a good halftime to do that.
Well, it is, but I want to talk about, before we start, I want to talk about the team, right?
All right.
Okay. Let's see. What do we want to talk about? You know what I'm going to go to? Let's talk about the leading scorers in the state on the boys' side of things. You got a guy, Sun Prairie High School was just one school. Well, now they've gone to a Sun Prairie West and East High School. Yeah. Well, there's a kid, a junior, Chris Davis. He's a junior. He's 6'5" guard, averaging just under 42 points a game.
Oh, my.
Out of Sun Prairie West High School. And then you got this cat, and this kid's a junior also. Goes by the name of Drew Droust. He's a 6'2" kid. Last year he averaged 32 a game. This year he stepped it up. He's averaging 35 a game. He's out of Southern Door High School.
Huh.
And so that's kind of cool. And then you got this kid, Cody Schmitz, out of Gale Ettrick Trempolo. He's 6'5". He's a guard forward. He's beginning his senior season already. He's averaging 32 points a game this year, and he's starting the senior year with 1,811 points. So he was tossing up his salad there, 25, 30-point games as a ninth grader. Isn't that something?
Yeah, that is really something. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
well, let's talk about this one here quick before we take another break, Marty, with the Tigers. They were double digits down early in the first 5-6 minutes, came back to take the lead, lost it here right at the end, but only trailing 36-32 at halftime. Ripon's played well.
I think they've done a nice job, especially when you put it into the context how they've battled back to make it a single-digit deficit. When we talk offense, I think they've done a great job of taking care of the ball for starters. I can only think of 1 or 2 turnovers in the half-court offense. That's huge. And that's part of it. Part of that reason is because of the patience. And the third part I'll add, I think it's the balanced offensive attack as well. You got two guys coming off the bench. You just said their names. You got Trachinski and you got Dudzinski. And those guys got 8 points apiece.
Yeah.
I mean, you mix that in with Bettine and Mason Killam, and you got something going for you. Makes it tougher for the opposing defense. Speaking of defense, I think that to start the game, they had to experience this team when you got guys like Armstrong and Archer, and now they figured out their speed and what they like to do. The adjustments I felt were really nice by Coach Chanel Harrison in that they took away some of their three-point shooting, and then they did a nice job. The help defense, rotation on the help defense, really paid dividends because they were getting Wautoma was getting all those offensive second and third opportunities.
Yeah.
Well, in the last half of the first half, if that makes any sense, they did a great job, Ripon, of doing one-and-dones on that. And then I can't tell you like you said it yourself. I think just a great job by Ripon to climb back into this. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to see here in the second half.
All right, halftime show brought to you by MPB Builders. We'll be back with the start of the second half right after these messages.
Walsworth Printing in Ripon believes a company, like a family, is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walsworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School. Webster's Marketplace is proud to be your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, featuring an in-store deli, bakery, floral shop, butcher, and smokehouse. Webster's is your full-service grocery store, Highway 23 West in Ripon. The bakery and deli teams at Webster's Marketplace are always cooking up great food for you and your family to enjoy. Breads, buns, cakes, and of course the signature donuts. Meats hand-cut daily to Webster's Deli Broasted Chicken, delicious dips, and full line of meals for you to take home and enjoy. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
All right, welcome back. Just about to start the second half. We want to thank MPB Builders, our halftime sponsor.
Okay, can Ripon pick it up where they left off?
Ripon's possession to begin the second half. Here's Mason Killam. Nice move to the basket. Jacob Riddick. Nice assist, Mason Killam.
Yeah, he caught his counterpart sleeping. Idzvug. Nice job by Riddick.
All right, so now it's Wautoma the other way. And, a bounce pass knocked out by Logan Polash. Hey, and it hit Asher, and it goes out of bounds. It's Tigers' ball.
Great start, both offensively and defensively in the first few seconds by Ripon.
Yes.
Chance to tie or take the lead here.
Absolutely. Now, Mason Killam driving to the basket, shot up off the glass, no good. But good effort. Idzvug the rebound. Here come the Hornets the other way. Handing it off. That's Logan Dunn to Asher. Drives into the baseline left side. Brings it back out to Dunn. He was on the wing. Now to Armstrong. They switch places. Armstrong drives to the basket. Goes up with the right hand. Shot no good. But he drew a foul.
Yeah, it's a tough assignment. I like what Polash is doing, guarding Asher, making him work. The problem is you got two guys. So we didn't know what to expect when we saw these two 23-point average scores.
Yeah, right.
Did they just shoot from downtown, or what do they do? Nah, these guys are athletes. They can score from anywhere on the court, and that really makes it tough on matchups.
The foul, by the way, was on Jaden Trachinski, his first, team's first. And the first free throw and the second free throw are good by Carson Armstrong. All right, so it's 38-34 on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. The Hornets ahead of the Tigers. There's Logan Polash on the wing. Goes right side to Bettine. He drives to the free throw line. Now Polash, I thought he was going to shoot the three, but goes into the lane. Dishes it off to Riddick on the baseline, and he hits two.
The big fella steps it out for a long deuce.
Nice job by Jacob Riddick and Polash for finding him. All right, the other way. Here's Armstrong on the baseline. Dishes it over to Itzvold. He can't handle it. It's out of bounds. Ripon ball.
Yep. There was nothing there.
So now Ripon will inbound it. Bettine to Killam, walking it up, Marty, just kind of, as you said, taking it easy here. Back to Bettine.
A scoring team like that gets a little anxious.
Bettine goes to the free throw line, hits the jumper. We're tied.
Wow. This is like, this is like, I don't know. This is like the Badgers playing, playing the Lakers.
Here we go. It's Armstrong with it now into the right side. He was on the baseline, brings it out to Asher. He takes a three around the rim, no good. Mason Killam gets the rebound. Now he's hustling down the baseline to the right side, goes over to Bettine at the free throw line. Bettine into the corner to Polash, left side,
nice move.
Drives the basket, takes a jumper off glass, no good, and it goes to Idzvug on the rebound.
I like the move.
Joseph Asher brings it up for Wautoma now. He stops, back to Armstrong. And he is going to get fouled by Turchinski.
Really? You're going to call that? I can't help but think about the push-off.
No
they
kidding.
Gave him a three ball to end the first half and no call on Armstrong, and then you call that ticky-tacky thing.
So it was Jaden Turchinski on the foul, his second, team second. Entering the game for Ripon was who came in?
That would be Declan Dudzinski.
Yep, he came in, and looks like Polash went out. All right.
Yep.
So here's Wautoma. Armstrong, left side, kind of on the wing there. Free throw line extended. Makes a move to the free throw line, backs up, now goes forward again, dishes it off to the right side, and we have a whistle. And we're going to have a little illegal screen on Wautoma, offensive foul. And that's what Armstrong, his second, team's first.
The official that made the call, I'm getting the impression he's doing all the work with the whistle. The other two are just thinking about,
Maybe those are fake whistles they have. All right, Ripon an opportunity here to take the lead to Turchinski inside. He drove to the basket. Riddick tried to get it to him, but it was tipped off his fingers.
Yeah, once again, you've heard me say this 1,000 times. That's a bounce pass right there. Underneath the defense, he's not going to get his hands on that. But I like the effort, like the play.
All right, here comes Wautoma the other way. With it now is Armstrong. Goes around in the circle, back to Asher now, top of the circle. He goes right, goes left, goes in the lane, little push-up jumper, good.
Because he got that down, that dribble jump stop. That's how he started the game. He got his first 3 baskets for his ball club, all mid-range jumpers.
Nice job. That was really a good jumper. All right, here comes Ripon. Oh, it's a pass by Bettine, knocked away and stolen by Wautoma.
Yeah, too lackadaisical there.
Here's Asher now. He's on the wing left side, going to go into the free throw line, but dumps it back out. Now onto the baseline with it was Keller. Back out to Asher.
Yeah, good closeout by Dudzinski on Asher.
Idzvug, right side. Armstrong circles around to the free throw line, takes a jumper, no good.
Whoa.
But another foul called on the Tigers.
The other thing that's changed here in the last few minutes is Ripon's had a couple turnovers now, back-to-back turnovers, in fact. Here I've been talking about what a great job in the first half, and all of a sudden, in the half-court offense, they've turned it over back-to-back times. And then not only do you miss the opportunity to score, you give them.
Which they just did. Mason Killam, second personal, third team. Armstrong on the free throw, makes the first. He'll get a second. He has 5 free throws tonight, 8, 10, 12, 16 points total.
So unless you have a clear,
17.
distinct advantage, if you're Ripon on transition for a high percentage basket, unless you did, slow it up.
All right, here's Mason Killam, right side. This is Declan Dudzinski, drives into the lane, dumps it out for Jaden Turchinski, left side for a 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound Kalata for Wautoma. Boy, we needed that one. But it comes Wautoma's way. Armstrong over to Asher, drives in the lane, stops, little floater off the glass, no good. Tipped up, no good by Wautoma's Keller. Tipped up again, still up in the air. Now it was dumped off here to Asher. He misses it, there's a foul on Wautoma over the back.
Yeah, that'll go on Landon Keller. Good battle by both clubs.
I was going to say good rebounding effort by both teams, but Ripon comes away with the ball after the foul. Landon Keller, his first, team second. Tigers down by 4, 42-38 on our American Family Insurance scoreboard, 13:35 remaining in the second half. Here's Jaden Turchinski, Mason Killam, left side, He is going to bring it back out.
No hurry.
To Bettine between the circles.
Good job by Killam to dribble out to make the pass so it doesn't get tipped.
Declan Dudzinski tries to back in, but he was unable to. Gets it back to Jaden Truczynski, though. And Jaden is going to almost lost the ball. Gets it out now to Bettine. Out high, left side. Bettine dribbles, free throw line, backs into the lane.
Double.
Bounces it off to Declan Dudzinski. Reverse. Good!
Great move on the double team. Great move by Dudzinski to make himself available for Bettine's pass.
Now the other way, Carson Armstrong drives right to the basket, Marty, and puts
he's
it up
done
and
it the
in.
whole game. He explodes, and he's got great control when he explodes to the rim.
So now Mason Killam to Bettine. Truczynski steps inside the three-point line on the left side. Missed the shot. What nice balance by Armstrong to get the rebound.
Yeah, so athletic.
He was in the air and was able to do so. Now a three, Wautoma, Logan Dunn.
Good basketball.
That is, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor, right?
Yep. You just got to slow things down if you're Ripon, I think.
No. It's a bench warning against Ripon. So that just goes as a warning, the first one. It's 12:22 remaining in the second half. American Family Insurance scoreboard, Hornets 47, Tigers 40. And now an offensive foul on an illegal screen by Jacob Riddick.
Everybody does it. Division I college. Ball screens, they take off too soon, the guy with the ball. The screen's not set, so he tries to readjust the screen, and then the foul is on the screener. It's a simple correction, but no one seems to want to do it.
So Riddick's third, team's fourth. Wautoma ball. Looking to pull away here. Ripon was even with him, but Wautoma scored the last, 6 points. Shot missed in the baseline. Rebound to Tigers. Here's Bettine.
There's a big opportunity here for Ripon being down by 7.
Here's Mason Killam, top of the circle. Makes a nice move into the lane. Stops, pulls out. Bettine, three, left side.
Nope.
Short. And the rebound, Carson Armstrong. Armstrong will get it across the timeline to Logan Dunn. Here's Asher with it, driving into the free throw line. Shot around the rim and good.
He's got a beautiful shot. He's got the best shot out there of anybody, either team.
All right, we're going to have a timeout here. 11 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second half. American Family Insurance scoreboard, Hornets 49, Tigers 40. We'll be back after these messages.
The bakery and deli teams at Webster's Marketplace are always cooking up great food for you and your family to enjoy. Breads, buns, cakes, and of course the signature donuts. Meats hand-cut daily to Webster's Deli Broasted Chicken. Delicious dips and full line of meals for you to take home and enjoy. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Webster's Marketplace in Ripon is proud to partner with Hometown Broadcasting and support Ripon Tigers athletics. Thank you for shopping Webster's Marketplace, your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987. Highway 23 West in Ripon. What's for breakfast tomorrow? Maybe fresh hand-cut donuts from the in-store bakery at Webster's Marketplace. Webster's Marketplace, open at 6 a.m. daily. Highway 23 West in Ripon.
We are back. Glad to have you along, listening on AM 1600 WRPN and 93.1 FM, The Wave, and also streaming live, youtube.com/Ripon channel. Ripon tries to inbound it, but Wautoma puts on a heavy press, but Declan Dudzinski is able to get the ball across the timeline. Jaden Truczynski now into the lane. He lost it, and now a long pass up to Landon Collada. He lays it up and in.
Yeah, a diamond press. Ripon got caught, kind of surprised with it, I think. They did a good job of beating it.
So now it's 51-40 Wautoma on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. Going to take an effort to come back. Here's Mason Killam. He's on the wing left side, goes to Declan Dudzinski. Top of the circle, Killam gets the ball back. Killam makes a move, back into the lane, stops, brings it back out to Bettine now, left side. Bettine going to drive. He's down in the baseline, but he lost control of the ball. But it was knocked away by Asher.
Wautoma didn't like the call.
Yeah, I kind of wondered about
heads.
it myself. I don't know what you saw, but it was.
I was surprised with the call.
Yeah. All right, Logan Polash comes back into the game. Declan Dudzinski goes out limping off his right leg.
Yep. It was just a 7-point deficit just a minute ago.
Yeah, I think it was 44-40, so they've scored 7 straight. Ripon needs a basket. Here's Mason Killam now. Stops, left side, Polash left corner. Drives it out. Stops. Bounce pass to Killam inside. He was fouled. Nice moving without the ball, and good job, Polash, to spot him.
Armstrong did not like the call. If that's on him, it is. That's his third.
It is. Third personal, third team. But Mason Killam gets 2 free throws, and he has 9 points. Chance to go into double digits, and he does.
So Keller comes in for Armstrong.
That stops a 7-0 drought for the Tigers. You ever watch Coach Schnell Harrison on the sideline? That guy is coaching all the time.
I watched him as a 5-year-old kid when I was coaching his older sister.
Man, he is up and down the sidelines, hands on the knees. He's coaching those kids, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And the officials, too, by the way.
Yeah.
He does a good job. All right, here we go. Wautoma is in the lane, making a move, and hitting the basket was Landon Keller.
Boy, Landon Keller, that's not too bad coming in for the other scorer, huh? Nice moves.
Mason Killam, Polash on the right side. He's going to make a move to the basket. Lost control. It was knocked away, but he gets it back. Goes all the way the other side. Hatfield is into the game now. He passes it to Bettine. Oh, and Bettine and Killam did not see eye to eye. Ball goes out of bounds.
Nope, that's what pressure does. And it was all about ball pressure that caused that turnover. So what Ripon did such a great job in the first half with almost no turnovers, it seemed.
Now a 3 by Skylar Royston, and he hits it wing right side.
Yeah, it's reared its ugly head now, the turnovers, and then the scoring machine of the Hornets.
And what do we have? We have a whistle.
Yeah, we got a foul away from the ball.
We do. It's going to be against Wautoma. I believe
number 11?
Yeah, it's on Logan Dunn, his first, team's fourth. He must have stopped somebody from going across the lane.
Yeah.
Carter Brown in now. Polash goes out. Declan Dudzinski comes back in. He's not limping any longer. And Traczynski out. Dudzinski will inbound the ball underneath the Tigers' basket right side. 9:33 remains in the second half. Tigers down by 14 on our American Family Insurance scoreboard, 56-42. Carter Brown, a 3 in the right corner, and he hits it.
As soon as it left his hands, you just felt good about it. A guy that doesn't hunt for his shot.
Needed that one. All right, so Wautoma backing in
on the
is
floor.
Landon Collada, and he's fouled.
Yeah, this Wautoma team, and to think that they're in third place in their conference behind, Mauston and Wisconsin Dells are 3-0. These guys are just one game behind at 2-1. So that top 3-4 team's pretty good in that South Central tournament or conference we were talking about earlier.
Peter Idzvug comes back in for the Hornets. Long pass out to Asher. Goes to the free throw line, dumps it back out to Keller. Keller now handing it off to Dunn. Asher has it, going one-on-one in the lane. Shoots. No, it was a nice drop-off pass to Landon Keller, who hits the shot and is fouled.
Nice high-low basketball by the Hornets. Ripon got so mesmerized with the ball at about that 16, 18-foot area, they forgot about the fella underneath.
The Ripon foul, that's going to be way short. Air ball, holy cow. The foul is on Bettine.
I think he just mocked your shot there, Lynn. I didn't know better. I think he looked up here before he did that, took that shot.
Bettine's first, team sixth. All right. Here comes Ripon the other way after the free throw. That was no good. I mean, that was a surprise. Okay, Carter Brown.
I think for him, too.
Carter Brown tried to pass it over to Declan Dudzinski into the right side, and it was about 6 feet over his head.
Well, if you're going to commit to the play.
Yeah. And the good thing, the students down there for the Tigers, they were ready for it.
Yeah, they were.
All right.
They're going to have to get a couple stops down here. get a couple shots, and they'll be back in it.
Here's Idzvug driving to the basket.
A little floater of his own by the big guy.
It's like a cement truck coming down the lane.
That was a tackle eligible.
And a three! Declan Dudzinski in the left corner. All right, our American Family Insurance scoreboard. Wautoma 60, Ripon 48, 8:20 remaining here in the second half. Wow.
You got. I mean, you can't do that. You got to protect the baseline.
Landon Keller took the baseline open and he laid it up and in. Declan Dudzinski, another three in the left corner, no good. Rebound for Wautoma.
Quick outlet by the big guy too.
And here's Asher with the ball. He goes to Idzvug. Asher's going to do a three right behind him and hits it.
You think he's a good ball screener?
Wow.
They've done that a few times.
Wautoma starting to run away here a little bit. Mason Killam going to the left side. Carter Brown to Bettine. Bettine driving right side to the baseline. Pulls up shot. Around, no good. Hatfield tried to keep it alive. But it goes to Wautoma, and it's off of the Wautoma player's knee, out of bounds to the Tigers.
They're going to reverse the call.
Oh, after further review, they're reversing it to Wautoma. All right, 7:32 remains second half. American Family Insurance scoreboard, Wautoma 65, Ripon 48. Carter Brown goes out, and Jaden Truchinski returns.
7.5 minutes left.
Carson Armstrong with the ball. Goes over now to Landon Keller, wing right side. Drives the lane, and he dishes it off to Armstrong, left corner baseline. Down the lane, shot no good by Keller, but it off the rim to Wautoma, and a shot blocked by Dunn's shot was blocked by Hatfield.
Wow.
He gets called for a foul.
I don't get that call.
Bad call. Agreed.
I don't know what that's all about.
Hatfield, I thought, was a nice block, but he gets a foul. His first, team seventh. 2 free throws for Wautoma. The first one by Dunn is good. Riddick comes back into the game. And Hatfield goes out. Second free throw was good by Logan Dunn. All right. So here comes the Tigers, who are down by 19 now. And Mason Killam tried to get the ball to Truchinski, who was going down the lane, but it was no good, and it was turned over. So Wautoma has the ball back again. And here's a jump shot. Around, no good. Rebound, good by Peter Idzvug.
I'll tell you, Idzvug, he just lives there. He lives, and he's just real nice player.
So it's Bettine driving to the basket, stops, little fadeaway, shot good, Henry Bettine. American Family Insurance scoreboard, Wautoma 69, Ripon 50, 6:25 remains second half. Wautoma starting to slow it down now a little bit. Idzvug, top of the circle, one dribble, and he's going to give it back to Armstrong. He's going to drive the basket. Shot is up, no good. Bettine gets the rebound. 2 players down. No foul called. Here's Truchinski. Declan Dudzinski. Truchinski, he's going to do a three off the front of the rim. Rebound back to Wautoma.
Yeah, follow that shot right away as soon as it comes off the shooter's hand.
Logan Dung to Armstrong. Here's Idzvug, right side. Here's a three. Good by Landon Collada. Now Wautoma's just shooting the lights out of the basket here to the second half here.
They've been doing it all season, evidently.
And they're up right at their average here, 72. So here comes Ripon the other way. A pass knocked away by Logan Dunn. Wautoma has it wide open underneath the basket is Landon Keller for 2 more.
I'd like to see Mason Killam fake high, go low. He's trying to pass everything, entry pass up high, and it's not working.
Here's Truchinski, wing left side 3. He's got it, Jaden Truchinski.
He's had offensively back-to-back 2 nice games.
Our score now on American Family Insurance scoreboard, Wautoma 74, Ripon 53, 5:05 remains in the second half. Wautoma ball. Here's Collada with it, wing left side, going to drive to the basket, pushes his back out to Armstrong. Armstrong has 19 in the game. And a pass to the right side was bad, out of bounds, Tigers ball.
Yeah, we're just getting a really good taste of the Wautoma offense, what it's capable of doing in a very short period of time.
Boy, this second half that they have played with about the last 12 minutes have been outstanding.
And it all momentum changed with that 3 ball right before the buzzer to end the first half by Wautoma.
All right, here's Declan Dudzinski. Mason Killam, left side 3. Got it! Mason Killam! And we're going to have a timeout by the Tigers.
And Ripon doing a good job of giving Wautoma an imitation of themselves there in the last few possessions.
4 minutes, 30 seconds remains in the second half. American Family Insurance scoreboard has Wautoma 74, Ripon 56. What's going on the rest of this week, Marty?
Well, I'll tell you, my good, fine, feathered friend. Let's talk about Ripon. They're going to be, right, the boys, if you can believe this, they've just played last night, tonight, right now, and day after tomorrow, Thursday at 5:45. It will be Marquezan Hornets. Aren't they a Hornet? Yeah, they're coming in.
The Hornets, too.
So we got Hornets tonight. We got Hornets everywhere. And they're coming in at 5:45, non-conference action. And then it'll be the girls to follow. Ripon girls right after that game right here. We'll carry both contests. WLA Vikings, the Vikettes, come in and take on the Ripon Tiger girls. Wautoma, meanwhile, they got a big game coming up this Thursday as well. I talked about Mauston and the Dells being tied for first place in the South Central Conference, the one that Wautoma belongs to. Well, they are going to be at Mauston. And I'll be looking for that score on Friday morning, I'll tell you.
Okay, after the Ripon timeout, it's Wautoma's ball. Ripon's going to put a little pressure on here. Trailing by 18. Walking it up was Carson Armstrong. And he gets it over to Asher. Asher dribbling around. He's kind of the right side, goes into the right corner, making a move and giving it back to Carson Armstrong was Landon Collada. Armstrong drives to the basket. There is a foul on the play, and it's going to go against Ripon.
Yep. Dribble drive, crossover to the left by the scorer. Nice job to create that contact and get to the line.
Henry Bettine, second personal, 8th team foul. And what do we have? It was not a shooting foul. It's going to be a bonus. So
it's the right call.
Yeah.
He ran into roadblock Riddick before he even had a chance to go up with that ball.
So Armstrong shoots 1+1. If made, he made it. So that gives him 20 on the night. 4:08 remains in the second half. Awaiting the second free throw. And it's also good. So Ripon will inbound it, down 76-56 at our American Family Insurance scoreboard. 4 minutes remaining in the second half. Declan Dudzinski has it, dribbling it around. Bounces it to Riddick, to Bettine, who had posted up. He's going to dish it back out to Jaden Turchinski, who hits another 3.
Wow. Remember, he's coming off the bench. He had 8 at the half, Lynn.
He had 14 on the night. So here we go. Here comes Ripon, Wautoma the other way. Dancing it around was Armstrong, and he's going to get the ball here to Asher. Asher drives the basket off the glass. He traveled, and no basket.
That's a great call. But what happened was
too.
The defender for Ripon got a hand on the ball, and it wasn't enough to get the held ball, but it was enough to create the travel.
All right, so Mason Killam the other way for the Tigers. 3:25 remaining in the second half. Killam dribbling, goes to Turchinski. I thought he was going to shoot another one. He oughta.
Well, they wanted to, but he closed out on him.
Here's Killam for 3 off the front of the rip. Turchinski gets the rebound. Goes now to Riddick. Back to Mason Killam. Turchinski. To Bettine. Left side into the corner.
Blocked.
Shot blocked.
Nice job sliding down from his help defense.
Blocked.
Armstrong.
Now, Wautoma with the ball into the left side. That should be a foul over the back. But it wasn't. Taylor Krieger was all over Mason Killam, but got the rebound and the basket. So here's Killam.
It's rough inside.
I guess. To Turchinski, 3, top of the circle, off the front of the rim, no good.
Yeah, a little deep. He had it straight on.
So now a 3 by Wautoma's Carson Armstrong, and he hit it.
Isn't he a hot dog?
Boy, I guess he is. But Bettine, top of the circle, right side will stop. He'll do a push-up at the free throw line. Good, Henry Bettine. So we're just trading a lot of baskets here now. And we have a foul on Declan Dudzinski against Joseph Asher. So Asher will go to the free throw line to shoot 1+1 if made.
Basically, this whole team is gone after this year. I mean, everybody that contributes for these Wautoma team. It'll be interesting to see what they do when tournament time comes around. As coach, Chanel Harrison is going 5 for 5 here at the 2:16 mark.
Declan Dudzinski's second personal, 9th team. In for Ripon now, Stephen Brunhofer, Caden Coots, Carter Kissinger, Austin Brown, and Carter Brown. That's who's in for the Tigers.
Nice job by the Tigers tonight. You know, they did some really good stuff. They can learn from it. They're just outmatched tonight.
Free throw good by Asher. Gets another one. 2:16 remains. Second one, good. So 5 new players for Wautoma. So here we go. Carter Brown will bring it up for the Tigers. Our American Family Insurance scoreboard, 83-61 Hornets. And Carter Brown traveled with the ball. He wanted to get it to Austin Brown.
Well, he was going to give it to Austin Brown. I'm not sure what he was doing. He was fixing his hair, but then he cut baseline, and he cut his own. I mean,
well,
let him,
he's
stay
got
there.
long hair.
Yeah.
He got the headband going. I love the look. All right. Here's Wautoma. It was Krieger. Goes over to Ben Miller. Skylar Roston. Kyler Reinke in the corner with it. Royston drives to the basket. And he lost control. He stepped out of bounds. It's Ripon ball. $1:45 remains. Score remains 83-61 on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. Wautoma with the lead. Carter Brown now. There it goes to Carter Kissinger in the lane. And he was fouled on the play. So Ripon will get the ball underneath the basket, right side. Only the 5th team foul.
I'm a huge
for Wautoma.
Brown fan. I used to wear rec specs like that.
Inbounding it now to Brunhofer. He's in the corner. Austin Brown, Carter Kissinger. His pass stolen away. Taking it to the basket. Laid it up too hard was Taylor Krieger. Rebound got the Ripon got the rebound with Carter Brown. He dribbles it up, but he was fouled from behind. That's the 6th team foul on Wautoma. Next one, Ripon will go to the free throw line. Caden Coots will inbound it over here to Brunhofer. He's between the circles, favoring the left side. Into the lane, and turning around a shot was Carter Kissinger, and he hits the basket.
Some of those names I remember during the football season.
So here's Wautoma. Here's a 3 on the left side, no good. Rebound in there was Caden Coots. Nice job. Coots going to the right side. He's on, passes it away now to Kissinger. To Carter Brown, 3, no good. Rebound out of bounds to Wautoma. It looks like Austin Brown was the last one who hit it. 49 seconds remain. 83-63 Wautoma on our American Family Insurance scoreboard. All right. Wautoma bringing it across the timeline. Going to hand it off here to the wing. That player has the highest black socks I have ever seen. So here we go.
Yep, matches the goatee.
I thought he was going to shoot, but he isn't. This is Taylor Krieger with it for Wautoma. 20 seconds remains. I don't think Wautoma is going to take another shot. Maybe they will. Yes, they will. Krieger on the baseline. He hit it. Nice job.
Yeah, it was. Dribble, relocate on the long deuce.
10 seconds. Kissinger, free throw line, gets it back to Carter Brown. Right side, Taylor Brown. Is he going to shoot? No. Goes to Carter Brown. Top of the circle, 3. No good. And that is the end of the game. So our final score on our American Family Insurance scoreboard has Wautoma Hornets 85, Ripon Tigers 63. Let's run down the scoring for you. For the Tigers, first off, we have Mason Killam, who had 14 points. Declan Dudzinski, He has 13. Jaden Truchinski, he had a good night. 4 threes for him.
Yeah, off the bench.
And he had 14 points for Jaden Truchinski. Carter Brown, 3. Carter Kissinger, 2. Jacob Riddick, 4. And 12 points for Henry Bettine, 1 for Logan Polash. For the Wautoma Hornets, it was Carson Armstrong with 24 tonight. Landon Keller had 10. Skylar Royston had 6. Landon Collada with 8. For Joseph Asher, he had, 10, 13, 16 points. Taylor Krieger with 4. Logan Dunn, 5. And Peter Igsvug had 12.
Nice.
With the win, it's Wautoma going to 8-5 overall. With the loss, the Tigers go to 5-9 overall. So it's a split night. Tigers lose, the boys lose 85-63. Tiger girls win 59-43 over Kewaskum. Final thoughts, Marty?
Yeah, what a great first half Ripon had. They did so many good things in the first half, and then they kind of got away from them a little bit with that high-octane offense transition by Wautoma, and they could never catch up again after that. But a great effort nonetheless by the Tigers. They'll be back at it for their third consecutive non-conference game in Ripon Thursday night, and we'll be bringing you that contest at 5:45 Thursday evening. And then that'll be followed by the WLA girls coming in and taking on the Ripon Tiger girls, who, like you said, came off of a nice win. I want to also thank technician Jonathan Steffen and cameraman Patrick Cronin for what those guys do tonight for you and I.
And Ripon's best friend, Jason Mansmith, running the board here tonight.
He's good, but I think Sarah Kesich might be a little bit better. Her parents sent her to a boarding school.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, boarding school, and she runs the board really well.
Absolutely. So anyway, we thank all of our workers tonight. We also want to thank our sponsors who have made our broadcast possible and let us continue to broadcast these games.
Yes, and company cars and all the other extras we get because of that are just amazing, Lind, aren't they?
Absolutely, and we appreciate it very much. So
yes,
thank
we
you
do.
to the sponsors.
And I'm so thankful that basketball is played indoors.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
So again, our final score on the American Family Insurance scoreboard, it was the Wautoma Hornets 85, the Ripon Tigers 63. Now tomorrow night, if you're so inclined, head up to the Wilmore Center, a big rivalry game for Ripon College tomorrow night as the Ripon Redhawks take on Lawrence University Vikings, the men at 5:30, the women at 7:30. Then Thursday night, as Marty said, right back here for a doubleheader.
Busy week of round ball, for sure.
Absolutely. So final again, Wautoma 85, Ripon 63. Thank you to our sponsors. For Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. You have been listening to Ripon Tigers Boys Basketball.
The Ripon Area School District mission is empowering learners, engaging community, and enriching the world. Ripon students live that mission through the Early Childhood Program, project-based charter schools, K-12 engineering courses, strong fine arts offerings, numerous extracurricular offerings, and the Start College Early program. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.